I'm Darren McGrady, former chef to the Queen, Princess Diana, Prince William and Prince Harry. Today I'm going to be making an asparagus frittata with a prosciutto and cantaloupe salad to celebrate Mother's Day. It's going to be a little bit different this year with us all self-isolating and we can't get out to Mum's favourite restaurant. But that doesn't mean that we still can't let her know we love her. We can have brunch with Mum virtually. Here's how. So here's the ingredients for my frittata. And eggs, I like to use corn-fed because it gives a nice yellow colour to the frittata. A cup of cherry tomatoes sliced in half. Some Gruyere cheese. You can use little mozzarella or parmesan if you want to. Half a cup of milk. Quarter of a cup of cream. Some red onion that I've sauteed until it just starts to get soft. Some asparagus that I've chopped, dropped in boiling water, into cold water and then drained so it keeps its nice green colour, some fresh dill and salt and pepper. Frittatas are really easy to make and they're light and fluffy and healthy, nourishing, and they're really easy for the kids to make too. If you've never had a frittata before, think of it as basically a crustless quiche. If you have, then you'll know what all the fuss is about. The vegetables are suspended in a fluffy, light egg mixture with a little melty cheese in there too. And it's not too filling and it's substantial enough that you don't need any potatoes or pasta to go with it. Just this beautiful salad. The difference between a frittata and an omelet is that your omelet you cook on the stove and serve straight away. The frittata, you bake it or cook on the stove, either way, but it sets up and then you can serve it later. So it's perfect for lunch or dropping off at Mum's. Now when you're beating the eggs, don't beat them too much because if you do, you'll end up with like a souffle. You're putting air in there and we don't want it to rise up because what's going to happen is it'll sink back down again as it starts to cool. So all we're doing is mixing them together and then I can add in the cream and the milk. Next, a little salt and pepper. And then all my delicious ingredients, the onion, cheese, asparagus and tomatoes. Once they're all combined, then I can just mix in the dill. If you don't like dill, you can do cilantro, tarragon, fresh parsley. And once it's all mixed in, we'll put it into our casserole dish. Now, traditionally, the frittata goes into a cast iron skillet, cooks on the stove, simmers away until it all starts to cook and come together. You can finish it through the oven if you want to. But when I'm making it, and for us to drop off at Mum's, I'm going to use a nice casserole dish like this. So I'll take this mix and ladle it into my casserole dish. We don't need to grease it. Just ladle everything from there into the dish. Of course, if Mum doesn't normally return the casserole dishes, you can also bake this in an aluminum container as well and drop that off with the lid on. Why not? Now into the oven, 350 degrees for about 45 minutes or until it's set. While the frittata's in the oven, we can prepare the salad. And I love this salad. It's perfect for the summer, but it goes really, really well with this frittata. I've got some beautiful Chianti melon coming into season and really moist right now and super sweet as well. So I'll take off the skin from that, take out all the seeds. Then I'll cut it into little bite-sized pieces. I've got some salad greens here. You can use whichever type you want. You can use spinach, you can use a regular or a little mixed salad greens like I have. Then I've also got some fresh mint too. The fresh mint really takes the salad to the next level. I promise you, don't skip this part. Instead of chopping it, I'll just tear it into my salad and then toss it in. But this mint in there just makes the salad so refreshing alongside that melon. Then I've also got some Parma ham. Now, Parma ham, prosciutto. What I've done is I've taken this, dropped it into some hot corn oil and let it crisp up. Drain it onto paper towel, and now it's going to add another texture into my salad. If you don't want to use that, you can do some bacon. If you don't want bacon, then why not use some Canadian bacon in there, some ham, anything you want like that, any sort of meats that are just going to sort of add to it. And of course, if we're staying vegetarian, then leave that out. Maybe put a few cannellini beans in there instead, and they'll be beautiful. Now, my melon, I have here in little chunks, and I've crushed some ginger here too. And I'm going to take just a little of that and put it into the melon and just give it a little stir. Then I've got some fresh lime juice, which I'm going to drop into the bowl. And I'll give that a stir. The smell of this is just fabulous. Then I can put that onto my leaves. You can do the melon the night before, but don't add the lemon juice and the ginger because it will all start to go mushy in the melon, and you don't want that. So last minute with the lime juice. Onto my leaves. Then my crispy prosciutto. Oh, that just looks gorgeous. The crunchy, the softness, the sweetness of the melon, the saltiness of the prosciutto. And finally, we finish that off with some reduced balsamic glaze. Just a drizzle over the top. Now, the reduced balsamic, if you only have regular balsamic vinegar, you need to take that and reduce it down on the stove by about a third, and then it'll get nice and syrupy. If you want to just order it like this and you can't find it, I put a link to where you can buy some. But otherwise, just take some regular vinegar and reduce it down. Don't just put ordinary vinegar on. We want it to sit on there like that and look pretty. That's the salad done. Let's check on the frittata. The frittata's been in for about an hour, 45 minutes, and it's nice and firm on the top. I like to leave it for about 10 minutes just to set a little. And once it's set, then we can serve it or wrap it and take it to Mum's. A little frittata. Look at that. Oh, it smells gorgeous, all those flavors. And then some salad on the plate too. Don't forget that crispy prosciutto. Imagine Mum's face, Mother's Day morning. She opens the front door, on the porch, this beautiful frittata that you've left for her. You've already texted her and said, don't start yet, let us get home, FaceTime. And then you all sit down together and enjoy Mother's Day brunch. It's so good. Mum will love this. The kids will love this. It's a fabulous, easy dish to do. You've got to make this for Mother's Day. Make it special this year. On another note, I've been asked to do a Q&A, and we're almost 25,000 subscribers now. So if you have a question for me, put it below and I'll work through that list. We'll do a video on all the questions. This is going to be fun. If you like this video, then please click like below. And if you haven't subscribed yet, then please do. All that's left to do is to say Happy Mother's Day. See you again soon.